If you are new here, this is the most beginner friendly complete web development course, and these are some of the projects we will be covering in this course. I upload lots of lessons per week, so please subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss any of them. I respond promptly to comments, so if you want to ask or say something, feel free to drop it in the comments. If you missed any of the previous lessons, the link to the entire playlist is down in the description box. Let's get started. Let us now look at how we create tables in HTML. But before we do that, let me quickly show you something. Okay, so you realize that from one lesson to the other, my environment hasn't been changing. These two softwares are always there. You probably might not have it that way, so you probably closed the these two windows when you finished coding the last time, and when you are going to start the next lesson, you probably having trouble starting again. Okay, let me close them and show you how you quickly do that. Right, so I'll close this one and then I'll close this one as well. Before you start, there are a number of ways of doing this. Actually, you can open the folder and then you can right click. Most of you will have open with VS Code here. So if you right click and then you see open with VS Code, then you can open it that way. Otherwise, you can close this one. You can first open VS Code, which is what I normally do. Once you open VS Code, it will usually bring you what you were doing from the last time. Okay, but if it doesn't, because maybe you switched off the machine or you closed it, and if it doesn't, just go to file, go to open. Okay, then you navigate through your file system and find your folder. I was also on the desktop, so desktop, busy code, intro to HTML. Okay, then you go to open. So we open just that folder. Alright, now our folder is open. So there's our intro to HTML folder. There's our content in the folder. Now you want to click on the index.html file. Now we can hide this again. Okay, and once you have it this way, you want to open the live server, you click go live and your live server is open and you are ready to start coding once again. Alright, so let's look at tables. So I'll go down here, create some space, and then we create table. The whole table will be wrapped by this table tag, table opening and closing tag. And as you know, tables have rows and columns. Okay, when you create tables in HTML, you create them row by row. You create the first row, and when I talk about row, the row is the horizontal arrangement of content. So you create it row by row. Row is not the vertical one, row is the horizontal one. Remember that. The first thing you do is you create a table row like this, TR, which represents table row. Inside the table row, you have data. For every table, you have the headings. Where you have the headings is one row, and usually the headings will be bold, right? So you create the headings with this table heading, and then we can see username, and then you create. So I'll copy and paste this 3 times. The second one can be, say, email, and the last one can be, say, full name. So this one row, this whole thing is one row. Let me save it and then you see how it looks. Control S. Can you see it down here? Okay, let me do something. I'm going to just quickly add some CSS property to this just to have enough space down there. Then you don't have to be looking down all the time. So I'll add style. You don't really have to do this. If you want, you can. So I'm going to add a margin button. Don't worry about this, you learn them later. So I'll say maybe 50 pixels. Actually, let me make it 200 pixels. Okay, so that gives us enough space here. All right, so this our table. So as you can see, there's the username, email, and then full name. It doesn't look too nice. It doesn't actually look like a table, but by the time we finish, you realize you see how it looks. So you can create the next row, table row again, and inside the table row, this time we've already made the heading. So this time we have table data instead of table heading. Okay, can say username, can say Dudu. Okay, then you can copy and paste this 3 times once again. Then email, I'll say maybe dudu at gmail.com, and then full name I can say like that. So if I save it, do you see how it looks now? So username, email, and then full name. Okay, just to give this a little bit of beauty, I'm going to add some CSS to separate them so that you see what's going on. So I'll open the CSS. This is just to make it look a little neat. Okay, so I'm going to select the table row as well as the table data, and then I'm going to give them some border. We'll learn how we do this later. So a border of 2 pixels. I want the border to be solid. I want it to be, say, blue. Actually, let me add this. Let me add it to the table itself as well. Make it table head. Okay, so it looks a bit more like a table now, and I can also give it a padding. Okay, I'll give the table head and then the table data a padding. Padding of say 15 pixels. Okay, so it looks a bit neater now. Alright, so let's add some more columns, some more rows, sorry. So you can copy and paste this down. I've already showed you how to do this copy and paste, right? So this one can be say Yao, right? And this will be maybe Yao at gmail.com. This will be say Yao, maybe Simtim. If you save it, so there you have your table. So this is how you create a table in HTML. You can make it more complex and you can style it to make it look more beautiful and all that, but we are not going to do that for now. We'll do that as we create our projects.